Hey everyone, picked up this new keyboard today. It's the Matias wired aluminum keyboard, and it has RGB backlights, which is pretty cool for a Mac OS keyboard. It's also in space gray, which is pretty cool. Obviously the only way that you can get a space gray keyboard from Apple is if you buy the really expensive iMac Pro, and this keyboard is by no means really inexpensive. It's about $100 US, but yeah, I just thought it'd be the perfect keyboard for my Skylake i5 Hackintosh. Thought it'd be really cool for a Hackintosh keyboard, and yeah, I thought I'd do an unboxing and review just in case someone out there was considering purchasing it. And I know it's pretty new. I think they just started shipping this month. Matias, it's a Canadian company, I guess. Aurora, Ontario. So it's going to be replacing this keyboard here, which is the old Apple keyboard that they discontinued a while ago. Not sure exactly when, but yeah, they don't make a wired numeric keyboard anymore. This is a great keyboard though, and I like it a lot. I just thought it'd be cool. This would look really nice with my setup, with the RGB, and yeah. So let's see what it's like. Okay, so pretty standard box. Alright, there it is, the wire in here. Okay. So there's the keyboard itself. Looks really good. Let's see what else is in here. Comes with a manual, I guess. Different languages, how the backlight works. So it just tells you how the backlight functions. Function keys on a Mac. Anyways, don't really need that, I don't think. So here, inside, it's backlight plus 0 is the backlight at 100%. Backlight plus 5 is at 50%. Backlight escape is off. And then plus and minus, plus the backlight, make it darker and brighter. Cool. It's really good. Has the plastic still on it. And one thing that I liked that it has a USB there, so you can plug in a mouse and wireless. I have a wireless Logitech mouse, and I like having that there for sure. So it just saves an extra USB hub on your motherboard, or in your front panels. Nothing there. So yeah, pretty standard. So let's plug it in. Okay, so first thing we notice is that the Matias is actually a little bigger, a little longer than the old Apple keyboard, which I'm not sure why they did that. And also, of course, we can see that the delete key is a little longer, the backslash is a little longer, return and shift. Even looks like the command maybe a little tiny bit longer. So I'm not sure why they did that. We'll have to wait and see. Also, again, you probably might not be able to see from that angle. See if I can get a different angle on it, but this actually, the Matias, it sits higher up than the Apple keyboard here. And it's also on maybe a little more of an angle. Well, actually it's hard to tell. certainly higher up, that's for sure. Another thing, the sound here. I'll just unplug this. Oh. Another thing I just noticed is that the Matias keyboard, I'm not sure if this is like that for all of them. I feel like this is kind of a defect, which is kind of strange in a $100+ keyboard. They didn't have quality control that stopped that, but it's actually quite wobbly, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about that when I'm typing. Good thing I didn't take this plastic off. I might have to take this back. Anyway, let's continue on with the review. So I was watching JDW's review on the Matias wireless keyboard, and one of the complaints he has was the keys seem kind of wobbly, and it doesn't really seem to be the case with this one. They seem to be just as stable as the Apple keyboard. Yeah, they don't seem to be moving around too much at all. No matter what edge of the key you press down, it seems like it's evenly distributed throughout each key. So, yeah, overall it seems like it's pretty comparable to the Apple keyboard. See if you can get a little bit of a sound demonstration comparing the two. So obviously, quite a different sound from each one. They both feel very good, and yeah, let's plug this thing in. Alright, so it's plugged in. Looks good. So let's try these LEDs. It's RGBs. So we have blue. So each end of the spectrum, it has white, and then if you go through it, it starts to go yellow. I'm not sure if you can actually see that or not. Zoom in a little bit. Okay, so we got yellow, and red. Yeah, I'll turn some of these lights out. Okay, so I turned some lights out so you can see it a bit better. So you hit the backlight 0, and we have white. Go through spectrum, starts to get yellow. Goes orange and red. Let's go purple. Kind of deep purple. Blue. Teal. Green. Back to another shade of yellow. And orange again for a second, and then back to white. So yeah, pretty cool. Kind of changes really quickly. Like it's hard to adjust it. There's orange. Like going more red. It's hard to get red. Let's see if we can get like a really kind of crimson. I guess that's about as red as it gets. Looks really cool though. Let's try this caps lock. Caps lock, hard to notice some with all the other lights actually, but anyways, looks pretty cool. Alright, so do a bit of a typing test. Yeah, the thing is, all the keys down here, because it's a little, I mean, I'm sure that that's just a factory defect. I would highly doubt that's built into the design. But that's, when you're hitting keys down here, that's kind of very annoying. So yeah, I might have to take it back. Not quite sure. Other than that, it feels great, but sounds good, feels good, everything works, volume works, launchpad works, So every key that I've tested so far works. But yeah, that's super annoying, and it moves kind of quite a bit. It's just this needs to be raised more. What I actually did was, instead of taking it back, if you do have some kind of problem with it, I'd recommend probably just taking it back and returning it. But what I did was, I took a few pieces of electrical tape and I just simply raised it up a little bit. And now, as you can see, there's no wobble. It's completely level. And yeah, I mean, I really like the feel of it. I've been using it now for, I don't know, a couple hours, and I actually think it feels better than this old Mac keyboard here. I like the sound, I like the feel, and it looks way cooler in space gray with RGB lights. So, yeah, that's the only criticism really, is that it was super wobbly because these stands weren't level, which is kind of strange. But anyway, that's my kind of ghetto solution for it, and now it's basically perfect. Works great. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy the video. So sweet, take care.